Welcome back to the Mastering the Keys series, where we'll learn how to master playing in every key on the piano. Whether you're an aspiring music producer, a composer, a songwriter, or just want to get better at the piano, learning every key is important because each key has its own unique sound and emotions that are associated with it. Let me know what feelings you get from this one down in the comments below. Now, the last major key that we looked at was F major, so let's travel down that circle of fifths 5 notes to our next stop at B flat major. Every time we move down the circle of fifths, we'll add another flat. In the key of B flat major, we only have 2 flats, which are B flat and E flat. B flat major is definitely one of the easier looking keys, but I actually think it's a little more difficult to play in just because it can feel a little weird in the hands. Because of the placement of the notes, the B flat chord just feels a little different than most other chords because of the spacing between the B flat and the D notes on the piano. However, if you familiarize yourself with all 12 major and minor key signatures, there won't be any difficult keys for you anymore. So now let's talk about the notes that make up the B flat major scale. Since the name of the key is B flat, our root note of the scale is also B flat. By following the major scale step pattern of whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, and half step, we'll get the notes B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, and back to B flat. And now let's look at how to play the B flat major scale on the piano. Starting in the right hand, we'll take our index finger, which is finger number 2, and we'll start on B flat and play 2, then shift up to play C with finger 1, then D with 2, and E flat with 3, then we'll shift up to play F with 1, G with 2, A with 3, and B flat with 4. Now we'll head back down playing A with 3, G with 2, and F with finger 1. Then shift down to play E flat with 3, D with 2, and C with 1, and then shift back down, landing home on B flat with finger 2. Again, those finger numbers are 2, shift, 1, 2, 3, shift, 1, 2, 3, 4, and back down on 3, 2, 1, shift, 3, 2, 1, shift, 2. So practice that scale pattern until you can play it at least 3 times in a row without making a mistake, and then you can work on speeding it up. Once you feel comfortable with that, we can move on to the left hand. Looking now at the left hand, find B flat and put finger number 3 there. We'll play B flat with 3, and C with 2, and D with 1. Then shift up to play E flat with 4, F with 3, G with 2, and A with finger 1, then shift it up to land on B flat with finger 3. Then we'll shift back down playing A with 1, G with 2, F with 3, and E flat with 4. Then shift to play D with 1, C with 2, and land home on B flat with finger 3. Again, those finger numbers are 3, 2, 1, shift, 4, 3, 2, 1, shift, 3, then shift back down on 1, 2, 3, 4, shift, 1, 2, 3. Now practice that a few times until it's comfortable to play, and then we can work on playing both hands at the same time. So let's set up our hands with our right hand finger number 2 on B flat, and our left hand finger number 3 on B flat. And we'll play B flat, then the right hand shifts up to C, then play D, and now the left hand will shift up to E flat, then the right hand shifts up to F, then play G, then A, and then the left hand will shift up to B flat. Now we'll head back down, and the left hand will shift down to A, then G, and then F. Now the right hand shifts down to E flat, the left hand shifts down to D, then play C, and finally the right hand shifts down to land home on B flat. Now let's do that again, but just a little bit slower. We'll play B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, and B flat. Then we'll head back down from B flat to A, then G, F, E flat, D, C, and finally land back home on B flat. And that is how you play the B flat major scale on the piano. If you're following along with the video so far, great work. Once you feel comfortable with that, we can move on to the arpeggios. Arpeggios are just runs that play the root, the third, and the fifth notes of the scale, which in B flat major are the notes B flat, D, and F. B flat arpeggios are the most difficult arpeggios in my personal opinion because each hand uses a different fingering pattern. The B flat major arpeggio is the only one that starts on a black key, then plays two white keys after, so it gets its own unique finger set. Don't be afraid though, like all the other things, I know you can do it with just a little bit of practice. Like the scales, we'll want to learn the hands separately before trying them together. So let's start off looking at the right hand. Since we're starting on a black key, we'll use our 2-1-2-4 finger pattern for this one. I've seen some people use the 1-2-3-5 pattern, and that may work for you, but because of the spacing between the notes in B flat, it's a little bit wonky, so I'm going to show you the 2-1-2-4 pattern because I believe it flows better in the hands and is more efficient at faster speeds. So start by placing your right hand index finger on B flat, then manipulate your hand so that you have finger 1 above it on the D key. So we're going to play B flat with finger 2, then D with finger 1, then bring finger number 2 over your thumb and use it to play F. We'll then play B flat with finger 4, and then shift your hand up to play D with finger 1, and play F with finger 2, and B flat with 4. Then we're going to come back down playing F with finger 2, and D with finger 1. Then shift down to play B flat with finger 4, F with 2, and D with 1. Then cross over finger number 2 over your thumb and play B flat. Again, those finger numbers are 2, cross, 1, 2, 4, shift, 1, 2, 4. Then back down on 2, 1, shift, 4, 2, 1, cross, 2. Now let's take a look at the left hand, which plays the same notes but uses a different fingering. For this one, we'll start with finger 3 on B flat, and we'll play B flat, then D with 2, and F with 1. Then shift up to play the next B flat with finger 3, D with 2, and F with 1. Then shift up to play B flat with 3. Then shift back down, playing F with 1, D with 2, and B flat with 3. Then shift down to play F with 1, D with 2, and land back home on B flat with finger 3. Again, those finger numbers for the left hand are 3, 2, 1, shift, 3, 2, 1, shift, 3. Then shift back down to 1, 2, 3, shift, 1, 2, 3. Now we can practice each hand separately, very slowly, until you can play them smoothly. Then try putting them together, which will look like this. If you've been playing along with this video, awesome job with those. I believe that the arpeggios are often the hardest part of learning a new key, so it gets easier from here on out. And now we can talk about the 1, 4, and 5, 7 chord progression. We practice these chords because the 1, the 4, and the 5 chords are the most commonly played chords in just about any piece of music, from old classical pieces all the way to modern rock or pop songs. By knowing how to play these 3 chords, you can also pretty easily write your own song in this key. You'll most likely see them in the wild in triad form, which just means that the chord's made up from 3 different notes. So we'll try to keep them down to 3 notes each when learning here, which is why you'll see in a moment that we remove that 5th interval from our 5-7 chord. So in the key of B flat major, the major 1 chord is B flat, which is spelled B flat, D, and F. The major 4 chord is E flat major, spelled E flat, G, and B flat. The 5-7 chord is F7, which is spelled F, A, C, and E flat. But to make the chords fit better in the hand, we play the 4 chord in its second inversion, which is spelled B flat, E flat, and G, and the 5-7 chord will be stacked in its first inversion, and we'll remove the 5th interval of the chord, leaving us with the root, 3rd, and 7th, which is spelled A, E flat, and F. So the chord progression that we're going to learn goes major 1, major 4, back to 1, 5-7, and 1. So to start, we'll play the B flat major chord, and then the 4 chord E flat in its second inversion, spelled B flat, E flat, and G, then back to that 1 chord, and then play that 5-7 chord F7 in its first inversion but without the fifth, giving us the notes A, E flat, and F, and then finally we'll end by going back to that B flat major chord in its root position. Playing them all back to back looks like this. Now, great job making it through those. There's just one last thing to talk about before truly mastering the key of B flat major, and those are the inversions. These are just going through different ways to stack the B flat major chord. In the right hand, we'll play a B flat major chord in its root position with the notes B flat, D, and F using our classic 1, 3, and 5 fingering. Then we'll move finger 1 up to D, so we'll play the notes D, F, and B flat with fingers 1, 2, and 5. Then we'll move that right hand up again so that finger 1 is on F and play F, B flat, and D with fingers 1, 3, and 5. Then finally move up once more to play that B flat major chord in a root position, an octave up with fingers 1, 3, and 5. In the left hand, the notes are the same but we'll use different fingers. We play that root B flat major chord with fingers 5, 3, and 1 on B flat, D, and F, and then we'll shift up to have finger 5 on D and play D, F, and B flat with fingers 5, 3, and 1 again. Then we move up to have finger 5 on F, and we'll play F, B flat, and D with fingers 5, 2, and 1, and then finally move up one last time to play that root B flat chord an octave up with our classic 5, 3, and 1. Like all the other parts of this, practice each hand slowly until you can play it without airs, then try putting them together and playing them at the same time, which sounds like this. Now I know I harp on a lot about playing slowly until you can play it correctly, but it really is important, and unfortunately it took me way too long to realize this. By practicing at a speed that's slow enough that you don't make mistakes anymore, it makes sure that your brain develops the proper muscle memory that you need. If you can master playing it slowly, it'll be easier to speed up and you'll be able to play it correctly at faster tempos. But if you can't 100% it slowly, you'll never get it right at higher speeds. It can be painful and it's sometimes demotivating to have to work so slowly, but learning the piano is a hard thing to do, and you need to make sure to give yourself enough grace to be comfortable with making mistakes and to be able to take the time to correct them instead of pretending that they don't exist and just going faster. So with that out of the way, let's put together everything that we've talked about in this video so far. We'll do the scale, the arpeggio, the chords, and then the inversions. Now congratulations on mastering the key of B flat major. If you found this video helpful, please help out the channel by giving this video a like, and subscribe if you aren't already. Let me know down in the comments below if you have any questions about anything we talked about, or anything else you would like to see me make a video about. Now thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more musical content.